going to be doing a little bit of, I guess, jumping with Dakota. This is going to be a tiny little cavaletti. I just want to kind of see how she reacts with an obstacle and kind of see how she does. As you can see, it's very short, maybe 6 inches, maybe. I'm just going to ask her to walk over top of it first. She's more interested in sniffing it instead. And I just gave her a click as she walked over it and a treat. And then I'll ask her to go around so she has a little bit more speed to go around it. She's more interested in sniffing it than doing anything else with it, but I'll have her go around it. I'm just kind of introducing a little bit more obstacles. Like you have, you can see that I have her out in the arena. So barrels, I have jumps, got like cavaletti, ground poles, all that kind of stuff. So she can just kind of see more things. And she, so I clicked her as she picked up those front feet. So she just stops as she's like straddling the rail. So that's completely fine. I don't mind if she continues over and then she like kind of turn to face me and then get her treat. I'm completely fine with that. I just want her to have a good experience with the ground pole, going over it. I want her to want to go over it. So, um, and she wants to go the other way for some reason. But I'm gonna ask her to go back the way she was going. I just sent her over that one time at the walk just to kind of get her the idea, like, okay, there's a little obstacle here, and then have her do it at the trot so she can really get over it. There, that was really nice. As soon as she goes over, I'm gonna click, and then I'll give her a treat. But yeah, I want to kind of mix up when I click when she goes over, because, you know, like you saw the last time, she's like halfway over, and then she stops. Like, I don't necessarily want that, especially if I want to jump her over bigger things. Um, but I like to play with that. So sometimes I'll click as she's picking up her front legs or her hind legs or once she's already over it, and I kind of just experiment a little bit with that and what works best. But I'm just going to have her turn over here because I want to send her off to my right here. So I'm just scooting her over to my left so that she has a little bit more space so that she can approach the cavaletti. So I'm just going to, I just have her scoot over and then I'm going to let her eat her treats because I gave her a little bit of a jackpot for going over that last time so nicely. And then we'll send her back off. We're just going to go the other way, just so she has some space here to get going over this. That was really nice. Again, I'm just clicking kind of as that back foot comes over, and then I'll go ahead and give her a treat. And she had a really nice transition getting into that trot, even though she didn't have a lot of space to do it or time before she got to the cavaletti, so I'm happy with that. And again, I gave her a couple of handfuls of treats, and I'm going to let her hang out and chew that. And then we'll send her back off. I'm just asking for that inside hind leg to step underneath to create some bend here. So I'm picking up on my lead rope and then I'm kind of pushing with my stick and just pushing her away a little bit so she's not as close to me. That was a really nice trot transition. Beautiful into the canter. See if I can get it. Woo! She was kind of veering off a little bit there, and then I had to steer her, and then she was at a weird angle, and then she just kind of ran it over. But I'm going to click her for trying because I don't want it to become like there's a lot of pressure around it and she doesn't want to go over it. So I'm just going to reward her for trying a little bit, even though, I mean, this is her first time. Like, it wasn't pretty, but I didn't think it was going to be pretty, and I don't think she's necessarily made and built for jumping. Nice canter transition. There, got a little sticky with her back hind leg. Wasn't sure how to really go over it. She kind of did like a canter stride over it and then wasn't super sure, but she tried really hard, so that looked pretty good. Give her a jackpot here for that, for trying. So that was a good like a little introduction to some obstacles and some ground poles, and I guess what you would call jumping.